Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I'm back in my workshop. I turned my air conditioner on the wall unit about an hour ago, so it's not too bad in here right now. And I'm gonna have to leave it on. It's just too hot otherwise. Anyway, I apologize for the previous video on this G6. I was really struggling with getting through that. I didn't do my homework. That's bottom line. I didn't do my homework. Anyway, what I told you I would do, and I've got my camera on autofocus, so the focus will be jumping around, but I'll try to prevent that from happening. What I said I would do is when I recorded the video on the G6 before, the shortwave band, I was not usable because of all the medium wave stations just bleeding in. So it's earlier in the morning today, this time. It's like 6:30. And I did try it even around 5:30, and still, I'll show you what it does. Okay, let me turn my monitor off for a second. Nope, it's not from my monitor. Could be from the lights, but and this is, let's tune it back down. I had it at 5 megahertz. Oops, wrong way. There, it's 5 megahertz with the telescopic antenna in my workshop with let's try turning some lighting off. Nope, that's not what's doing it. Turn the fan off. Nope. Could be the air conditioning, which I'm not going to turn off. Okay, let me plug in this external antenna. And now we're getting that bleed over. Now, let me turn this volume down. Oh my gosh. So what I told you I would attempt to do is put in this medium wave filter, put it in line. I got my box of adapters, and so we're going to see if we can do that. So let's put this down on the table. I found my box of adapters. I've got, where is it? I've got a whole bag of adapters for this kind of connection. There's another cable adapter. Let me set this on the floor. And what I need to do is I need to take this jack that plugs into the radio and get it adapted, if I can get it off, get it adapted to this guy. So let me take this one, let's see, this is the out. So this, I think, will do that. So we'll plug this in here, and we're going to end up with quite a few adapters. And you heard how bad the bleed over was with, and this is my 31-foot MFJ vertical antenna. So, okay, that won't work either. All right, another adapter. See, the thing is, I got to get to this adapter. Okay, let's just use this one on this end. Okay. May not have any signal left by the time we go through all these adapters. Okay, that's going to get me to the adapter that has the plug that goes into the radio. There we go. Okay, that's that side. Now we've got to get this, which actually has a BNC, so we can take, I think I have a BNC adapter. We can take that out, and let's look at our pile of adapters. I bought a whole variety of adapters for these radios. I mean, for my SDRs. So we need a BNC. Well, we don't have that. BNC to. Oh, here it is. BNC. Yeah, I think that's got it. I think we're getting there. Now, I haven't tested any of these adapters, but they're all brand new. Okay, we're going to turn the volume back up. We're a little off frequency. There we go. I'm going to put this down so we don't break it. Now, you can see that I collapsed it. The audio is gone. So we're going to plug this back in now. There we go. WWV. We turn the volume up. Still a lot of noise, but finally we can get WWV. Okay, there it was. Let me turn the volume down. There it is. There's the hit on the hour. Now I even heard the female voice, which, unless they change things, the female voice is coming from the transmitter in Hawaii, and the male voice is coming from the transmitter in Colorado. So this radio is even picking up Hawaii, WWV 5 megahertz through all the noise. The signal is just above the noise level. And of course, right now, shortwave reception is terrible on any radio. Even my Big Bertha over here would struggle. So I think that works. So let's tune a little bit now that we got. Now what I'm doing, let me go back and show you the configuration. I've got my 31-foot vertical antenna coming in through this RTL-SDR.com medium wave filter, so it doesn't let, or tries not to let, the medium wave stations, AM stations, come through. And it's doing a great job. As a matter of fact, well, it takes a lot of connections here to get it down to the radio. Now, of course, I could buy or build a cable that I could eliminate this adapter and this adapter, and no, I probably, yeah, well, I could buy. I couldn't make it. I could not make these cables with these tiny connectors on. I could not make that, but I could. Let me just see what we got here. No, that's the wrong gender. Let's see what we, oh, look at here. This would eliminate the cable and this adapter here. So I do have an adapter that will adapt the output of this to this connector that goes to the antenna. Don't know if that'll improve things, but let's try it. What the heck? So let's turn the audio up. I can barely hear ticks, lots of noise. Could be in my workshop. So I take this out. I get nothing. Noise level goes down. I get nothing. I'll take this out. Don't know if I have enough cable here. And I'll take this adapter off. This is the key one right here. And I'll use it. I'm glad I bought this double set of adapters. Really comes in handy. Now, this goes on here. Like I say, I don't know if it'll make that much difference. Talking about reception here. And then I have to move, well, I touch the antenna. Move this up. Oh, did I? Okay, we're getting some kind of bleed over it. No. I hope it's open. Yeah, that was a female voice. Male voice. Tone. So, let me turn the volume down. I don't know how well this is being picked up on microphone, because the microphone is over here by me. It's up there by me. So I may not have the radio loud enough with a microphone. It's plenty loud for me. But my point is, it's picking up WWV. I could take a second and hook this antenna back to Big Bertha and see how it does on this frequency. Let's try that. Let's turn this off. That's off. We'll disconnect this right here. Oh, now we need my connector right here that I had on here. Then we'll plug it into my switch, which I can switch the antenna to Big Bertha. I'll turn Big Bertha on. 5 megahertz. Okay, this antenna is not hooked up right now. I hope you can hear it. I'll turn the volume up some more. There it is. Just as bad. Well, a little better. So that's Big Bertha over here. The Grundig 800. Comes a tone. That's the female voice. Male voice. Tone. Okay. So the Big Bertha wasn't doing any better than the G6 using that external antenna. And like I say, the band conditions for shortwave now are pretty bad. There are days and there are hours, times, seconds where the shortwave bands will come in. Normally, in the morning, from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m., I can get WWV from Hawaii. I'm getting that with the external antenna. No chance with using the built-in telescopic antenna and all the crap that's emitting bad stuff in my workshop. So let's go back to here, and we'll just tune the band. Like another thing I get this time of morning is 6 megahertz. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I forgot to do that before. Okay, so whoa, I unplugged it. Okay, my cable, my antenna cable itself right here is a little short to come here. So my final configuration is my B and C cable to the RTL-SDR.com medium wave filter to an adapter to a second adapter that plugs into the radio. That's the configuration. I'll turn the radio on. I'll turn the volume back up. Again, I got the whoa, my focus just went to hell. Turn the volume up. Getting better. Let me go check something. Okay, what I did is I went and looked outside to see if it was overcast. We've had major storms here in Florida for the past 2 weeks. And it's not storming, but it's major overcast. So that will affect receiving conditions. So let's turn this back on and just kind of briefly tune the bands. I hope this is being picked up by my microphone.
La Guardia Revolucionaria de Irán dice que es un dron espía estadounidense. Vibration coming in, strange connections, but vibration coming in as nothing is aspect. I'm not talking about finances. I'm talking about there's other people who can work on this.
5.935. Getting a I'm getting a little bit of distortion. Let me see, I don't see an obvious way to turn on single sideband. Let me look it up real quick and see if tuning single sideband. Turn on the radio. To use single sideband, turn the SSB circuit by pressing the SSB button. I don't see an SSB button. I'm sorry, I don't see an SSB button. Okay, let's see if there's a picture with buttons on it. No, there's not, of course. I'm sorry, I don't see an SSB button. I see the 3 alarms. I see jog, ST mono. I wonder if that's it. I don't see a single sideband button. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I see it. Oh, these buttons are really tiny. And on these 3 buttons right here is some very light gray lettering on the buttons themselves. And that's where the SSB is, right there. So let's turn this on. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Single sideband. Now. Nope, that didn't do it. Turn it off. Okay, sometimes when you're receiving an AM signal and you're having problems tuning it, you can select single sideband, which on this radio, like other radios, will increase the tuning selectivity so that the increments are smaller and you can fine tune a station in that's even not broadcasting in single sideband. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Didn't work there, didn't help. So let's go back to the volume up. So I've lost that station. Let's go on. Then we're going to call it quits. Okay, there it is. Oh, I know why. Connector came out.
With knowledge.
Whoa!
As you come to know a subject, you are driven to the either or.
Okay, it's working.
It takes guts to make.
All right, I think that's enough. In my workshop environment, with an external antenna, and I have to use this medium wave filter. Otherwise, those very strong medium wave stations that are near me just overwhelm the radio. That's not unusual. My RSP1A SDR, software defined radio module, I'll call it, gets overwhelmed too. So I have to use this filter. That's originally why I bought it. Other portable radios like this don't have that good adjacent band rejection, I think they call it, and they suffer. So if you want to do shortwave DXing with this radio, you're going to have, number one, going to have be in a quiet environment RF wise, not like my workshop. And number two, and right now I'm talking about because the band conditions are poor. Number two, you're probably going to have to use an external antenna. Now, this is not a very portable setup. What you could do is you could have just a long wire antenna coming into this adapter connector, plugs in the side port, or like this one right here, for instance. This is one that I believe it comes with this. This is just a long wire piece of wire. It's probably 20 to 25 feet long, and it has the proper connector, which plugs in the side. You could use this, so you somehow get this up in the air, get away from all this RF noise environment, and it may work. May work okay, given the fact that shortwave conditions are pretty poor. So this may work fine. Anyway, that's it. I hope I've done a better job than I did on the previous video about this radio. I thank Jeff for loaning me these radios to review, especially this one here. I've watched to try to get one of these for probably about 2 years used, and they're running about $150 to $200, even though they originally sold for less than $100. Okay, that's it. If you enjoyed my show, much better than the previous one, please give me a thumbs up and have a great day. I hope my audio was okay. Bye-bye.